Have you ever thought about what really makes the world tick? Is it all about chasing progress? Or is there something a bit more selfish going on? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the billionaire narcissist. Ready for a wild ride? So, let's get into it. What drives the most powerful people on the planet? Is it pure ambition? Or is it something a little more self-serving? Today, we're peeling back the layers on the billionaire narcissist, uncovering the hidden behaviors and surprising motivations that shape their empires and affect our lives. Buckle up, because this is going to be eye-opening. Let us kick things off with a thought-provoking question. What pops into your head when you hear the word billionaire? You might picture luxury, power, or maybe even a bit of envy. But have you ever stopped to think about the unique personality traits that often come with that kind of wealth? It's not just about luck or being in the right place at the right time. There's a specific set of characteristics that many billionaires seem to share, almost like a secret recipe for success. And come on, we're all a little curious about what it takes to join that exclusive club, right? Before you start dreaming about becoming the next billionaire, let's clear up a misconception. This isn't your typical self-help chat. We're going beyond the usual advice you've heard a million times. We're redigging into the psychology of it all and looking at the not-so-pretty side of what it takes to get to the top. Because let's be real, the road to billions isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Now, here's where it gets interesting. These traits aren't inherently bad. In fact, they can be pretty useful in certain situations. But when we're talking about billionaires, these traits can morph into something else entirely. Understanding the billionaire mindset is like learning a secret language. It can open doors, but it can also lead to some serious pitfalls. Whether you're dreaming of joining the billionaire ranks, or just trying to figure out the complexities of human nature, stick around. You're about to discover some surprising, and maybe even unsettling traits that often come with the billionaire lifestyle. Let's dive into a captivating idea, the golden cage. What does that even mean? Picture this. You've hit the jackpot, making millions or even billions. Your life looks like a fairy tale, but deep down, something feels off. There's this nagging emptiness, a longing for real connections. Despite all the glitz and glamour, you find yourself feeling trapped. That's the essence of the golden cage. Now, let's stir the pot a bit. Could it be that behind all that wealth and power, many billionaires secretly crave something more, something beyond their lavish lifestyles? Let's explore this intriguing thought. What really sets them apart? Clinical narcissism is a term you might have heard, and it's all about self-centeredness, a lack of empathy, and a craving for admiration. But not every wealthy person fits that mold. Many billionaires show certain narcissistic tendencies. Think grandiosity, where they overinflate their importance and brag about their achievements. They expect to be treated like royalty and get upset when they aren't. Their need for admiration can lead them to exploit others for their own gain, often without a second thought. Plus, their lack of empathy can come off as callousness, meaning they just don't care about the feelings of those around them. These traits help them manipulate situations and silence anyone who dares to challenge them. While these characteristics can contribute to their success, they can also mess up their relationships and overall happiness. Now, consider the billionaire as someone with unlimited resources. How does having all that money amplify or shape these narcissistic traits? Does it give them a platform for grandiosity, letting them indulge in extravagant pursuits that feed their inflated egos? And how does their wealth shield them from the consequences of their actions? It's like their money acts as a cushion, allowing them to exploit others without facing real repercussions. Plus, this privilege can boost their sense of entitlement and create a toxic environment around them. Let's flip the script and take a look at the billionaire's playbook. Real-life examples can help us grasp these concepts better. Can you think of powerful individuals who show these tendencies? How did their wealth shape their actions and influence those around them? Let's break down a scenario with a ruthless businessman. Imagine a guy known for making cutthroat deals and stepping on anyone who gets in his way. His wealth lets him hire top-notch lawyers and fixers to handle any threat to his empire. He uses this network to control the narrative, burying any negative publicity and spinning it to make himself look good. He even keeps tabs on competitors, sometimes resorting to smear campaigns or sabotage to maintain his dominance. His wealth acts as a shield, protecting him from legal trouble and enhancing his ability to manipulate the market. This billionaire's playbook shows how their resources let them exert control, silence dissent, and shape perceptions to their advantage. It's both fascinating and a bit scary, raising questions about the limits of power and the potential for abuse. Remember our chat about the golden cage? How might these manipulative tactics and the constant need for control deepen their feelings of isolation? How does it affect the psychological toll of maintaining a public image and always needing to outsmart rivals? These are thought-provoking questions that can shed light on the complexities of the billionaire mindset. Let's take a closer look at the cracks in the billionaire's armor. Despite their best efforts, how do these individuals often find themselves in hot water? Have you ever seen a billionaire's carefully crafted facade start to crumble? Think about public relations disasters, controversial legal battles, or moments when their manipulative tactics backfire. How do these events expose the vulnerabilities of these seemingly invincible figures? Even the strongest empires can falter. Let's break down a scenario involving a media mogul. Imagine a media giant known for their cunning business moves. Suddenly, a scandal erupts, revealing their shady practices. Public outrage follows, and their empire's reputation takes a hit. Legal troubles arise, pulling their focus away from their ventures. As their carefully built image falls apart, it exposes the cracks in their facade, showing their capacity for deceit. The once revered mogul becomes a cautionary tale, highlighting the fragility of reputation and the human flaws lurking beneath the surface. As we wrap up our exploration of the billionaire psyche, let's consider what happens when the spotlight shines on them. What's the fallout when they're held accountable for their actions? Looking at themes of downfall and damage can give us a compelling conclusion. Think about the consequences when a billionaire's manipulative behavior spirals out of control. How does it impact their business dealings, personal relationships, and mental health? Does exposure lead to genuine self-reflection, or does it just reinforce their existing tendencies? How does the public react to a billionaire's misdeeds, and how does that shape the narrative around their wealth and success? Does it spark calls for greater regulation, or a re-evaluation of their societal standing? Analyzing these scenarios can provide a thought-provoking ending to our journey into the billionaire psyche, giving us a deeper understanding of the complexities that come with immense wealth and power. So, is the ultimate downfall of a billionaire just about financial ruin or public disgrace? Or are these setbacks merely bumps in the road for the narcissist? Even if they lose their fortune, do they really change? Can they learn from their mistakes and show remorse? Or will they always be driven by their insatiable self-importance and need for control? It's a deep question that digs into what it means to be human and the complexities of narcissistic personalities. And how can we protect ourselves from the potential harm these billionaires can cause? Is it through collective action, better regulations, or just being aware of the warning signs? The answer might lie in our ability to spot these signs and hold those in power accountable, no matter their wealth. Today's journey has been eye-opening. We've peeled back the layers of the billionaire psyche, uncovering the mix of ambition, strategy, and sometimes questionable tactics that drive their success. But as we close this chapter, let's think about the future. How can we ensure that the pursuit of success doesn't come at the expense of our values and ethics? Finding a balance between progress and integrity is essential for a thriving society. Thanks for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you found this discussion interesting, we'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Together, let's work towards a future where success and integrity go hand in hand. Until next time, keep questioning, keep inspiring, and keep striving for a better tomorrow.